And we have arrived once more to this assignment monster guide for Monster Hunter World. Next monster is the Barroth, the mud mini T-Rex guy. If you might have noticed by now, but the dual blades are nowhere to be seen. The longsword has a specific button combination that I favor against this monster, and I'll show you exactly what it is and what it's capable of, as long as some introductory course to the longsword. One of my favorite weapons, one of my most used weapons. Anyways, give me the power, give me the kill order. All I've done with my loadout is equip the longsword, Iron Katana 1, excuse me. I upgraded it just one level. It turns out there is no way to activate the... Let me get my health boost real quick. There's no way to activate the expedition into the new area yet. I probably have to kill the guy first. So, and there are new upgrade materials to be found in order to progress the weapon tree. For the ore tree, anyway. So I just thought I'd just fight him with this thing specifically. The Barroth, what can he do? One of his most deadly attacks is this charge that he does, where he lowers his head, then he rams the hell out of you, and this thing hurts. I'm not sure how well my armor will do against this man. We shall see. This is base armor. I have not upgraded it at all. But I know after him, a new armor set would be ideal. Most likely be going for the bone set since it has fire resistance, and there are a few annoying fire monsters, some of them elder dragons, within the foreseeable future. Anyways, the Barroth. So he has that deadly tackle. He also has this thing that he does where he shakes off mud. That should be respected. You should definitely respect the mud. Because if you get caught in it, your movement gets hindered, and you're just prone to all sorts of hell after that. There are some decorations and skills, charms, equipment, nonsense that can help protect against it. But since this is base game, I have nothing. We're gonna respect the mud. Usually he tends to be spawning near the northern part of the map or so. Collecting footprints does not hurt at all. Is that him up there? Is that just a regular herbivore? I've been lied to. No, that's him. There he is. So my draw attack with the katana moves him forward. With the longsword. Moves the character forward, and it's what is called the step slash, I guess. The draw Y attack. It's great for cutting tails. You can roll after it. However, I'm going to have my weapon drawn already. What I'm going to do is alternate between B, Y, B, Y. The thrust and the Y attack. It's going to look like this. Thrust, rising, slash, thrust, rising, slash. But where am I going to hit? Right in his arms. His glorious arms. These are delicate arms. As you can see, the gold damage. Oh, he's got mud. Respect the mud. I say as I walk toward his tail and risk getting modified. Because he's protected in mud, I want to try to prioritize these hands. If he can get in a second, the Y attack after the B, after the thrust. That does certainly help. Can manage to tackle the walking forward and pressing the thrust, or the step slash. While you're in motion, pressing the Y. And the roll back, he still kind of nicked me right there. Looks like my armor's holding up decently. Draw attack, press the same button for 2 overhead slashes. Respect the mud. My sharpness is horrible, look at this. Looks like he's done. We'll risk 2 attacks. I did this roll to the side since I've seen him rear on his hind legs. Now the quirk to the longsword is the gauge, the spirit gauge. Once it's full, pressing the right trigger various times will get you a series of attacks. And if you land the last hit in the combo, your weapon attack goes up by a set percentage, a set amount, which is really nice. Yeah, it's really hard to kind of have to really aim towards that. Put your character towards the hands right there in order for this thrust attack to reach. With weapons of greater sharpness, it would be, I guess it would be a better idea now that I'm seeing it with this type of weapon, of this sharpness level. With a higher level sharpness weapons, the thrust attack and then the alternating between B, Y certainly work a lot more since your attacks wouldn't be deflected as easily. But in this case, it seems to me the best course of action would be to just use thrust. Just thrust away once. So I thought I rolled forward because I wanted to get closer to his arms while he was recovering from his attack. See, in this case, I was able to, or maybe because the parts are broken, my alternation between the BY is landing a lot easier. Maybe since I broke it, it's less hard. That could be it. Or maybe since he was just sitting there, I was able to really attack him. Now here, in this case, perfect opportunity to try to go for the combination I was speaking of that uses gauge each time you strike with the right trigger. So he was just sitting there. Those are the best times to use that safely when the monster is just sitting there. You have enough time to land the last strike safely. I am taking a little bit of a risk here going in on this tail. It's covered in mud. I'm able to manage it somehow since I try not to stay in there for too long. I can run up and do the draw attack twice, and then Y plus B. Do Y plus B. The character will do attack which not pressing any direction on the control stick will make your character go back. Or if you would like, you can make the character move to the side by pressing by pressing the control, or moving the control stick to the side while you press Y and B. I saw that charge earlier and the frame started to drop. I'm like, no, please don't hit me. I'll top off my health a little bit. Now this area, fighting on the water, makes your character move slower, right? So you're going to want to try your best to limit the fighting to patches of land as much as possible, since you move slightly less faster when there's water. Of course, there are skills and decorations to help against that, but this is early game, we have none of those. We kind of have to respect the terrain. Actually, I'm going to try to go for a mount by rolling off of this edge right here. I'm just going to dance right here for a bit until he notices. See him coming towards me. I roll off the edge with a basic button. Make an attack. Say you roll off an edge. Uh-oh. Character's looking out. See, this is the running attack I spoke of earlier. Or if you're not bracing, it's not gonna go well. Ah. No. I got knocked off yet. Maybe it's a controller issue? Usually, just clicking the control stick once will just make your character move once to another body part. My character was mad wigging out. It's either a system problem or my remote is buggy. If no, and I'll just start to brace instead of switching to the monster part. Uh-oh, I saw the sparkles, and I am in water. So this is the land here. I'm starting to move a little slower, it seems to me. Sometimes you just gotta pause and wait for your character to stop moving before you're drawing your sword, especially fighting this guy. Notice when he does that head bash, he kind of moves back a little bit. So when you attack his forearms, you have to account for him moving back. So if you're already in the position you expect him to be when he moves back after he does the head bash, your attacks won't miss. Well, let me sharpen. Ooh, hopefully I get an earth crystal so I can power up these match slicers. Damn, smack that rock. Oh, we got it. Match slicers 3, here we come. Might be able to get the drop on him. He seems to be below me. So I'm gonna find him, run off the cliff, and just smack him with the good old sword. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Oh, I kind of landed on his shielded head. Oh, I'll respect him. I'll wait for him. Yeah, I expected him to move back a bit. And he moved back right into my blade. What's nice about the right trigger attacks that use spirit gauge is that when they hit hard parts, they won't deflect off of hard monster moves. That's very nice. Uh-oh, the mud is coming out. I took a risk there. I rolled back just in case. Did a quick little thrust and a roll to reposition right there. Go to the side. We'll roll back here. I did the Spirit Blade. My goal was to smack the tail when it missed me. Although my positioning was a little off, it would have hit me if my attack hadn't stopped him. Which I got lucky that it did, because it doesn't always do that. If I would have been back a little bit farther, like at this range, I could have safely popped the sword, and he still would have missed his tail strike on me. What did I do? With the full spirit gauge, I did the right trigger attacks, so I got the last hit. Then after the last hit, I pressed A and right trigger, which sheathed his sword, the special sheath. Then I went in with the Y attack, which if you land that Y attack from the special sheath, it makes your spirit gauge start to rise gradually, which helps building it. So, because you don't always get to smack the monster when you want. Let me sharpen. Use the Y attack after the I did BYY right there. Rolled out the way as he turned around. A poke. Oh, I just missed. My positioning was a little off there. Rolling to get in front of those hands. Got the hand slice right there. Rolled out in anticipation of counterattack. He's running around. He's walking around weirdly. Oh, look at that. And this is what I was trying to do earlier. Going for the VI slash. Your spirit gauge is gradually rising now. I walked to the side. I'm taking this opportunity to try to land the next level. So now I am looking at red spirit gauge. It's pretty strong. Go for the sharp and go for it while he's away. I'm rolling out. Saw him come towards me. I don't want to attack him because I don't want to risk my attack bouncing off him. Go for this tail. While he's just sitting here. Since he doesn't have any mud on it. Left. Oh, I got the poke. Moving forward a little bit to catch up with him. Rolling back. Going for one poke, rolling back. I might be able to poke again right here. Oh, I missed. As soon as he missed that charge, I started to sharpen. I should be able to get away with it. And this man is limping, ready to be caught. Now, when you hit red spirit gauge, oh, I missed. When you hit red spirit gauge, it gradually, well, actually, when you hit any spirit gauge level, it gradually starts to drop. The red one dropping the fastest out of the yellow one and the white one. Did not expect him to turn around at all. I see this cactus right here. I know that if I touch it, if I smack it, it'll start to attack. Hopefully the monster will be within range soon and get hit by it and take some damage. Thanks, Captain. Thanks, Cactus.
Okay, ich werde bei der Schlacke auf dich warten.
Sure thing. Carve. Take all of the mud. Make mud pies at home. the next monster if. While I make my way to a gathering point, let me see what I can expect in the next episode of Assignment Monsters. Oh, cool! I got 2 Earth crystals. Let's see. Oh, the Juratados, the mudfish. He also deals with mud. And has mud trapping ability similar to this guy.
Oh, hey! Gut, du bist zurück.
I do recall fighting him mostly in the areas with a lot of water, so movement will be hindered. Let's see if I can try to take advantage of the land there. As for weapon...
Hey du. Gehörst du zur 5. Flotte?
Not sure what weapon I'll rock against him.
Da nicht schon wieder eine Ältestenwanderin. Die Jahre vergehen schneller, als ich sie zählen kann.
I think I might rock the longsword again just
Ich
because
bin auch ein Jäger. Von der 1. Flotte.
I can build the
Dürfte ich dich bitten, mir
spirit
deine Geschichte
gauge
zu
on him
erzählen?
and not worry about my attacks deflecting all that
Suchen wir
much.
einen passenden Ort.
I think that dual blades also have attacks that don't deflect. I think you have to be in demon mode, and I think the attack that you use, the Y plus B, I think that has
Also,
anti-deflecting properties. Thing is though, it's more risky to use since you'll be wide open
die
doing
guten
it.
Gelehrten sind unverbesserlich wie eh und je.
So I think that's why I'll rock the longsword, since I can just roll out the way in the middle of a spirit blade combo, the right trigger series.
Es scheint so einfach.
Anyways,
Spur folgen, die Wahrheit
this
herausfinden.
has been Barroth. Thanks for watching this bar, and I will see you on the next monster.
Nun,
Cheers!
es war mir eine Freude. Mein Lager ist ganz